Alright, so I got another Trails game here, so trying to figure out, going to rearrange my games, put them in alphabetical order, right? So we have, just got my two Trails and Cold Steel games here, and trying to figure out, and so let's see, Legend Nayuta. Really? You're going to do that to me? Where am I supposed to put you in alphabetical order on my shelf now that you're not Legend Heroes, you're Legend Nayuta? Well, Nayuta, you can suck it. Hey everyone, how's it going? To Level here with a little review here. I haven't done one in a long while, but yeah, we have the Legend Nayuta Boundless Trails here, so yeah, really wanted to talk about this because while a lot of Falcom games are starting to get a bit more attention with the Trails games and the East series, there's going to be quite a few still that are kind of obscure niche titles, and this is definitely going to be one of them, right? And, I'm super happy we got this because, I do have the Japanese version of this, as I got this because, one, it was super cheap, also came with the soundtrack for the game, but also, I just didn't think we would ever get this game localized over here because this was originally a 2012 PSP game in Japan, and, they did a little remake or remaster for PS4, Switch, all that, and then, this year we finally got Nayuta Boundless Trails, which I'm super happy about, which meant to talk about this game for a while because I did beat it 3-4 weeks ago because, when it came out, I basically beat it within a week of having it, right? But, I'll show the back of these because it's kind of both a little different, right? So, but really wanted to talk about this as it's a really nice, easy to pick up and play game. Now, if you're looking for something that's, very in-depth storyline and, you get a whole bunch of towns to visit and party members and all that, you're not going to get this here. It is a very condensed game, but if you're looking for a very just kind of light, easy to play RPG that doesn't take too much of your time up, then I think you would really enjoy the Legend Nayuta Boundless Trails. So with that, let's dive right in as, you're playing as Nayuta Herschel, which, the name Herschel will sound familiar for people who played the Trails games with, Toa Herschel. Now, I'm not sure if there's any connection there or anything like that, but I think Toa did mention her grandfather being an adventurer or researcher or something, which could be referring to Nayuta, but I don't think it's been confirmed or anything, but still kind of cool. And so Nayuta, along with his best friend Signa, are visiting Remnant Isle. Just, they're kind of on break, vacation, right? And so they're visiting for a bit, friends and family, and while they're there, they want to do some side jobs and everything. And the whole story is, as shooting stars fall from the sky called star fragments, people are able to use these star fragments to look under telescopes to see kind of a glimpse of what appears to be a different world or just different location, right, that they aren't familiar with. And so one time, very early on, a shooting star kind of falls down, or something mysterious falls down from the sky. So Nayuta and Signa go and check it out. This is where the gameplay first starts, which, it's funny that this is kind of a spin-off side story of the Trails games because the mechanics and tropes are very East-like, which, we'll get into a lot later on, but it's just kind of funny. I do believe the Trails and East games are within the same universe. I could be wrong about that, but not sure. But anyways, they get to the top, they see this little fairy called Noi along with kind of the main villain Sext, and along with his little assistant, which I won't really go into too much, but yeah, and he's planning on doing this kind of Genesis program, right? And so, yeah, you follow Noi into this other world called Lost Heaven, and there you kind of learn about what Sex is trying to do, and, so you agree to help Noi because what Sex is trying to do is kind of sort of destroy Lost Heaven along with possibly destroying the Earth because Lost Heaven could be crashing down into Earth, right? So you agree to help Noi, and so yeah, you're going into these different stages in the world of Terra, and yeah, this is where it's very interesting of how the game is because, like I said, each world or place you visit is almost like a mini stage of like a Mario game or something, right? Where, yeah, you have basically 4 stages per world, and as you progress, like each of these stages, there's 3 different stars you can get, challenges you would do. So the first would be just being the level. Second star would be gain all the crystals along with treasure chests, and the third would be a little side objective for you to do, like beat a level within 3 minutes or less, or defeat at least 20 enemies or something like that, right? So there will be parts where you will have to replay a good number of levels to get every single star to 100% the game, which definitely will throw people off if they really do not like backtracking or anything like that, because, like I said, the game also has a lot of ease tropes in it, where some levels you can't quite reach a crystal or a treasure chest until you get a certain ability later on, very ease-like, where you would need a certain adventure gear to get up to a certain chest or wherever the case would be, right? So just be aware that there is a ton of backtracking because, you also have little side quests that you would do within the village, and some people in Lost Heaven will ask you a few things too, but yeah, there's a lot of that, and early on you do meet this girl named Kreia, who, of course, has amnesia, right? You don't know what her story is or anything like that. And yeah, it wouldn't be a JRPG without amnesia, am I right? But yeah, she's a very likable character, just yeah, I really like the characters in this, and that's the thing that I like about having a game like this every now and then, right? Like, I definitely enjoy my big, epic, high-budget JRPGs for sure, but it's nice to have games condensed a little bit every now and then because, with games where you only have a certain amount of characters to interact with, a lot of them really stick with you, I find, right? Because you also have your master that you will go back to every now and then. That's what the stars are used for, as every 6 stars you get, you can get a new ability from your master, which, yeah, they're very, very helpful, for sure. And it surprises me that this game has English dubbing, actually. Like, I was very surprised with that because it's such a niche game, and considering the other Trails games that we got recently in Zero and Azure didn't have it, I didn't expect that game to, so that was a pleasant surprise for me for sure. And yeah, it's just a really fun game. The levels are, nothing about the levels are going to stand out at all, right? Like, a lot of them are just going to be kind of reskins, and how the game sort of works too, as you progress, you unlock more and more seasons, right? And so once you unlock, beat a world and beat that boss of a world, you kind of unlock the next stage, and so you will unlock a new season, right? So you start with spring and then you unlock summer, and so you also have to replay those levels again in the summer mode. because, yeah, it's completely different new enemies, higher level enemies, and everything like that. So, like I said, it depends on how you feel about backtracking and everything like that, replaying levels, because for me, the game wasn't that bad. Again, for me personally, because, yeah, I do I do get annoyed with backtracking, but for a game this small and condensed, it's not really that big of a deal because everyone is easy to find, everyone is easy to access, right, as you're kind of progressing, doing these side quests, everything like that. Now, you do get some character progression with you, like, leveling up and everything, but it is as basic can be, you know. It's just, to get more powerful, you just simply level up along with buying the next highest, you know, weapon, armor, things like that. So there's not going to be a whole lot of depth that way either, not a whole lot of, like, character progression of the way you want to do it. You know, it's very straightforward. You don't get to have all these different weapons. You just get two types of weapons, one-handed or two-handed swords. You know, you don't get like lances or bows or anything. You do get these power-ups from Noi, your fairy, who helps you, that, yeah, you get to use her to gain all these different powers, which, yeah, that's a lot of fun to use, right? But yeah, that's pretty much the game. It's a pretty repeatable, just, you know, rinse and repeat type of game, and the story's very predictable and everything, but man, I really enjoyed, yeah, the Legend of Nayuta, I almost said Heroes, the Legend of Nayuta Boundless Trails, you know, just because it's nice to have games like this every now and then, because, you know, so many JRPGs are 100 plus hours long, and, you know, sometimes you get distracted where you get so far into a JRPG and then all of a sudden some other game comes out before you finish it, and now it's on the backlog, and then when you get back you can't really remember where you were last time and everything like that, right? But yeah, I want to do a very just brief kind of discussion of this game, right? I will leave the rest to you for yourself to decide, but yeah, I think a lot of people will be happy to check this game out, and it's not a full price game, so that's always good to hear. Just be aware though that because it is a niche title that it might be hard to find in the near future, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this quick little review of mine. Let me know what you think, and yeah, so for this game, I forgot to mention too, like, I didn't do the New Game Plus. New Game Plus adds a good number of new stages and everything, but yeah, I didn't go through that. I just beat the game once, all on normal difficulty, so yeah, I forgot to mention that, but anyways, let me know what you all think, and I'll see you next time, everyone. Alright, have a great rest of your day. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, or if you just want to see any of my skits and then nothing else and leave the video, that's fine too. Thanks everyone, take care.